Hello, everybody. I'm Tsubaki, also known as Tsubaki X Stationery, and welcome to my monthly flip through with my Midori Hibino, this time for September 2025. And as always, if you missed the other flip throughs, I did make a playlist. I will try my best to put the link down below. Besides that, as always, quick, brief explanation. These flip throughs are for me to see what I did differently, what I did enjoy, and honestly, what I could improve on. Because journaling is a never ending um, actual journey in and of itself. This hibino has chunked up so good, but let's keep it rolling. We are at September. Wow, so at least, yeah, I think by September, I started pulling out my um exploding pencil case of Uniball ones and decided to at least try to doodle with them, which I do appreciate. And yeah, September 1st, I did go to the Sibone Hobonichi pop-up. Thankfully snagged this sticker. I really want to do this more, where I just snag stickers from wherever I go and make sure I put them in here. Like, I do love my whole PET tape collaging, but I don't know, just putting a little sticker wherever you go, from wherever you went, even if it's a cafe, just really hits differently. Oh, back again with the acrylic paint, this time doing silver. And I think I had explained this before that I'm actually just extrapolating some of the design that's in the PET tape itself and trying to make sure that um yeah, whatever I'm doodling or drawing is basically just like the design kind of spread out. I must also give a warning. I think this is Journalize Glinda. I don't know why the shimmer itself is actually pretty potent, but it is rubbing off on the other page. So if you think things are looking a little weird, that's probably why. A little bit more on trying to, I think I actually was trying to use my Sailor Shikiori here, trying to use those more. We'll do a wee bit of a better job. I do, I know I have them, I just don't really have a chance to pull them out. Besides that, this has been like a great way for me to fill in the void space, especially when I only got like one smidgen of PET tape and maybe a little another decoration, and everything else is blank until I work with it. Okay, I liked that I did this. I think this is also using the Sailor Shikiori, and I just took this little diamond design that's on this side here and just drew it everywhere else on the page. That's what I mean. I think this might be a permanent thing going forward. I don't even remember which pen I used for this, but I was just trying to make more bird feathers to try to add more. And of course, I put the sticker here in the corner. Besides that, I think this has been a great way for me to test to make sure the pens I have still work. Oh, yes, I remember this. So, these two stickers and this one in the corner here were originally placed. Everything else was added after the fact. I was trying to use up some more PET tape, and I realized this page was empty. So honestly, there's no harm in going back. There's no harm in going back to your pages, folks. It's your journal. You have free will. Do what you wish. Oh yeah, this is where I use some acrylic paint because I was looking at this character and I was just like, are you sitting smug in a forest? I'm gonna draw some greenery around you. I think this actually might be a poison plant that I tried to replicate on here using some acrylic paint. Yeah, this ink really did smudge here. Ooh. I think whatever shimmers in this ink just really just wants to get everywhere. So tad bit of a warning. It's either that or don't put it in an ink well. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it in a sample vial. Cause that if you start touching the bottom where that shimmer is, that thing's probably gonna cake up. But yeah, I remember I had a lot of these sunflower stickers, but I did like how I incorporated it here. I like these serious looking guard men, and they're just surrounded by flowers. I feel like the mix of like femininity, like flowers, and like being with nature, and then like just very serious looking characters is a nice, I don't know, nice way to put things together. Honestly, should do that more. There's there is a lot of flower PET tape. I think people need to I think I need to use a lot more of. There's so many flower PET tapes. I feel like finding flower PET tapes is possibly the easiest thing to do. And they just come in so many different forms because some of them could be more watercolors, some of them could be more realistic. Yeah, just use up them flowers, guys. Oh, this is where the ink smudged horrifically badly on the other page. I had bought some yarn from this local um State Farm. They're so nice. Please do check them out. I do recommend them. Or you could come visit here and just pick up their stuff at the farmers market. More smudgy ink. I actually used some stickers I had hoarded here with this PET tape, but now it's looking like a murder scene. You live and you learn with some of these inks. That's for sure. Cause it's not that the hibino can't handle it. Oh, I used up more stickers with the same PET tape too. It's not that the hibino can't handle it. It's just that like if you're I think it just depends on how the shimmer settles. It's just shimmer smudge. But I don't blame anybody for liking shimmer. Shimmer is great. But sometimes shimmer be working a little bit against you. Also, I'm not gonna lie, this alphabet ink with like this dark guard aesthetic here. Nice. Oh, another example of I went in with one tape and then put more tape on top of the tape. Look, props to me because I've been using up a lot of tape. I'm actually running out, which is quite an interesting conundrum, but I will talk more when we get there. Oh yeah, this is one of the ones where I decided to use all the additional hoopla that was surrounding him. Some of these tapes is just like character and like 2 million accessories surrounding them, and I'm just like, what am I? Why are there so many little things? I want to do a mixture of writing, a little deco, and maybe some like doodles. I just want to do a little bit of everything. Like this. This has a little bit of everything. This is when Cozy Travelers met up. It was great. It's like I just took bits of pieces. This is actually from the Pentel 8 here that has like all these different colors. I love this. And I loved how this turned out. It looks so colorful. Threw some stickers in there, threw multiple different stickers in here, even did a stamp. Still had character. Oh, and this is the sticker from my Tsubaki Preppy. Love the design. Platinum, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, they're gonna do it anyway, but oh yeah, I tried to do a little bit of watercolor here. Did not really turn out how I wanted. It's all right. I might need some more watercolor practice. Maybe I'll do that. You can see I did watercolor here and then I actually drew lines in it. So it kind of looked more defined. I kind of like that. I should, well, instead of trying to do it for petals, maybe I should do that more. I might play with that a little bit more. Oh, yes, I was kind of trying to see how this other ink looked on here, which is, but it seems as though it bled a bit onto the other page. Thankfully, yeah, you can still read it, but oof. I like this tape though. The character is big enough, and there's like a few accessories that actually make sense to the character, but it's not too much. Some of these tapes be a little bit overwhelming. I think I used up the whole loop I had, so you're gonna see similar similar kind of pattern here. Yeah, I love that though. But yeah, this month had a lot of me going back and filling in some blanks, mostly because work caught up. But tis be life. I feel like the layering of these things actually kind of worked out because now that I look at this, because this is two separate pieces. This branch that's here almost looks like it's going through this, and like it's in the picture frame itself. That was completely on accident, but that was a good accident. Oh, some more watercolor. But this is more like just a wash of green to match with his green. I must say though, if you do watercolor with PET tape, you because it's like weirdly crinkled because of how the page dries. So be a little bit wary of that. Maybe don't do a heavy wash of like water. Oh yes, this was another one of like it was just one character and I just decorated the rest of the page with a mixture of some washi and some I think this is some Kita tape. Took that from somebody at a swap. And here's the final one. At least for September. But yeah, what did I like here? Let's do some more watercolor, let it dry, and then do a dark outline. That actually makes beautiful sense. Besides that, yeah, because I could feel the crinkling here. I don't think you guys can really see it or like really notice it too bad. Well, maybe you could see it now that I'm like trying to aim my LED light right there. Just a tad warning. Tad warning. Like I said, watercolor does do pretty well in here. You just really need to control your water output somehow. Yeah, I like that. And maybe if you're using a shimmer ink, don't drown your page with it too bad. I feel like if you're using a fountain pen instead of a dip pen, you might be fine, but I've mostly been using a dip pen. So if I get to the bottom of that ink well, basically, and it's nothing but like the thick shimmer at the bottom, that it's probably gonna end up make your page look a bit smudgy. I mean, the ink is pretty though. Look at that. Too bad it's a tad bit me about complaining about work. Got real busy. Besides that, let me know. Have y'all abandoned an ink because it had problems with your journal? Some people actually pick their journals based on their favorite ink compatibility. But then there's also a good chance that like you could just have a bad notebook. Manufacturing be a little tricky. But besides the watercolor, I think this might be my best like extrapolation of like the PET tape itself. I was trying to get this like whiskey, cloudy, smoky look to just kind of spread around here. That was fun. But this is also using the same ink, by the way. It's not even using a different pen. Besides that, more doodling. Did you know if you have a lot of pens like me, doodling in your notebook is a good way to make sure they still write? So, you know, check to make sure your pens didn't dry out on you. But besides that, we'll see you guys for the next flip through. Lessons learned. Till next month.